Okay. Oh my God. I'm on live again. Holy poop. That was intense. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I just got thrown out of the live. And then it took me all this time to get back into it. So I'm so sorry. And I see that I want to do those readings for you now because we've already wasted so much time just trying to get set up. So what I need from the people that have paid for readings is write your full name in the comments. And then there you can also get a reading today just for a donation as well. And that's no problem. Just put your full name in the reading and let me know if you've sent money or not. I want to make sure that I get to everyone. And if I don't, for coming back and being patient with this whole thing, I set it up in my home this time. I didn't go to my office. I do have better internet at my office, but I just don't even want to leave my house anymore. I'm really comfy at home. I think I've left once since March 15th, which was the last live session. Sarah, hi, you're here. Yay. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sending the money. It keeps freezing. I don't know how to stop it from freezing. And Jody, thank you so much. Nicole, yay, hi, everybody's here again. Thank you for sticking around, guys. Jody, if you can put your full name in the comments, and I want you to say your full name 3 times to yourself out loud or in your head. And, oh, we got cards. Yes, so say your name 3 times so it's answered or not. So, or just a general reading. Deck before she went. The Herbal Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks. Really good deck. If you don't have any knowledge about herbs, it's a really nice place to learn about herbs. And I'm also going to be working with, what's the name of this deck? This deck. And I'm also going to be working with the planets, just talking a little bit about what's going on astrologically. I'm not going to get too far into that. I have created an event that's going to be monthly on my page. I would like you to visit that. It's called What the Fuck is Going On Astrologically Right Now? And that's going to be a monthly event that myself and another astrologer are going to be hosting. That's with Emma Boardman. Her and I often teach astrology together. And we are putting together at this time, for those of you that would like to know more about astrology, I have that question asked a lot. Classes will be happening, but Emma and I are working on an online class, which is going to be awesome. So basically teaching you about all the planets, the signs, the houses, how to learn how to tell when the transiting planets are going around, how they're affecting you by your birth chart, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so, Jody, if you want me to answer a specific question, just write the question in there, okay? In the comments. So can everyone hear me okay? Am I still freezing up? Hopefully not. Hi, Suzanne, again from Wolfville. Okay. So Jody, we're going to start with you. I see I have lots of people that have sent money, so I'm going to get right to it. Facing the sky. And just take a deep breath in. And we'll ask Archangel Michael to surround these readings with divine light and love in all directions of time and space. I'll ask that this reading be for the higher. So just take a deep breath, focus on your heart chakra, feeling a lot of anxiety in the heart chakra for all of you. So just bring the breath into your heart center, expanding your chest. And just exhaling all of that anxiety out. And just for now, in these moments here that we're together, just relax and be comfortable. Slow your breath down. Put all your worries aside. This is a safe space. So just allow yourself to relax and just slow your breath down. Okay, Jody, I'm going to start with you. Loud 3 times, asking what the messages are for Jody. Messages are for Jody. Okay, Jody, so your question is, will you reconnect with an estranged friend? If so, when? Okay. Okay, Jody, so the first thing that I get for you, there is a lot of anxiety in your heart center. And it's funny, this is actually kind of funny, but not so funny. It's the 8 of air in this deck, the first card that I pulled for you, and which is a lot about feeling trapped, which obviously collectively we're all feeling pretty trapped right now by the situation. But I don't feel like this really pertains to your question specifically just yet, but there is a feeling like there is, what the guides want you to know is your mind is not centered right now. Okay. And there is a lot of emphasis for you. Like you're thinking a lot about the past and not being in the present moment. You're not, you're kind of ruminating should end to end. So with this estranged friend, this is where the present moment card comes in, or issues that you might have had with this person to, I think I'm freezing up again. Damn it. Okay, I think I'm back. I stopped, so you didn't miss anything, because I saw that for some reason, it just boots you out. I don't know if that's my internet or if that's just the way live is. Yes, so Jody, back to the present moment card. So the present moment card is asking you to release the past, to let go of the past, not necessarily forget the past, though. Like, in my personal opinion, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Like, don't pretend like it didn't happen or anything like that. Me is that you're focused too much on what you did wrong, not necessarily, oh my God, this live is annoying. It keeps. Okay, Jody, tell me if I keep getting cut off or not. So with this friend that you're asking about, this estranged friend, I don't know if you had a falling out or manifest this illusion. Hi, okay, yes, you're clapping your hands, somebody. Okay, perfect. You're creating this. So what the guides are saying right now, and it's a little bit difficult to follow this stream because I'm being a little bit distracted by the live feeds. But there's some things that you need to let go of from the past. It doesn't necessarily, the guides aren't necessarily saying that this is particularly pertaining to this friend, but just in general. In general, there are things that you're holding on to that are preventing you from going deeper in your relationships with people. Okay? And that's how it's connected to the 8 of air. In traditional tarot, that is a woman, she's holding, or she's blindfolded and she has all these swords around her. It kind of looks like a prison. And so it's this illusion that she's trapped. Basically, it's your mind creates these scenarios. God damn it, this live feed. Your mind, yeah, I know. I froze again. Okay, so if we can't get through this reading, we can always connect in a different way later. But the gist of this reading for you, Jody, is don't let your mind create scenarios in terms of relation that is this person good for you? Are they not good for you? Why are you thinking about them? These are questions you need to ask yourself right now. Did you, like, they're saying you're focusing too much on what you didn't bring to the relationship, but what about what they failed to bring to the relationship? So moving into the future card, it's the Page of Earth in reverse. And that tells me that there probably will be a delay with this friendship coming together, unless the work is done of you releasing some of the old hurts, not in this particular relationship, but just in relationships in general. Pain that you've experienced in other relationships is bleeding card. Okay, I'm back again. I keep freezing. I want to pull my hair out. Okay, so the manifestation card for you, Jody, is all about you choosing the outcome you want with people or with relationships or with circumstances, and training your mind to only focus on that rather than focus on whatever you think could happen. Be a creative participant in the reality you want. Instead of what's going to happen like it's out of your hands, you can help to co-create it by focusing entirely on what you want. And the other thing they're saying is to cut cords. So there's a number of cards that come up. And be willing to forgive this person or yourself. I feel like this is more forgiving yourself for some reason. So asking the angels if they can remove anything that you feel you didn't like about how you behaved in the relationship, or you didn't like the way the other person behaved in the relationship, or in relationships in general. Now, again, because I'm distracted by this live feed, I apologize. The gist of your reading is to really focus on getting deeper right now. The release card, the end of a phase or a situation. So you are at the end of a cycle in your life right now. This friend that you've specifically asked about, but with all that requires a little bit of a shift in perspective. Think I'm frozen again. Why it keeps doing that. It did that the last time. Any live feed I watch online, it does that a lot too. I think it's just so many people are on live, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I need to upgrade my internet. So Jody, I hope that was helpful for you. I'll go over your cards again. We have the release card, and then the Page of Earth, which is all about, sorry, I forgot to focus on that one, wanting to do something more challenging. And for me, this is the friend you actually asked about, and it's in reverse. So I did go over that, how I didn't feel like in the future moving forward anytime soon you would be really relating with that person. The energy right now, without doing anything, doing exactly what you're doing, is pointing in the direction that you won't be spending a lot of time with this person in the future. But if you really did want to, then I would focus on that outcome. That's the card about manifestation power. The outcome, see you together with that person, see you getting along, see things healing in the relationship. That's the energy you want to put all your attention in, to move it in that direction that you would like. And if that's not what you want, if you don't really want to be hanging out with this person, if you really search deeply and find that, well, maybe this isn't a good relationship, then I wouldn't even think about it twice. Of your own destiny as well. And don't forget to cut the cords. In any, cutting cords in relationships does not necessarily mean you cut people off. It cuts out the energy of toxicity between you. Okay? And you can just ask Archangel Michael to do that for you, and you don't have to do anything. He'll take care of it. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, Jody. And I hope that people can still hear me. So I'm going to go up to Sarah. Sarah Poynton. Sarah Poynton, please let me know. Sarah, I'm really I don't know how to control that. It's distracting for sure. Sarah, let me know if you're still here. If you are, can you write your full name? So anybody that needs a reading right now that has sent me some funds, please write your full name. And if you have a question. So I'll just wait for that. Oh, Jody, I have one more thing for you. The guides are telling me you do need to get yourself some garnet. So here's a nice raw piece of garnet. And this is really good for a lot of reasons. It just removes anxiety, especially around the heart. That's found in a lot of jewelry. Okay. Okay. So Nicole, okay, yeah. So Sarah, I'm going to do Sarah next. If you could put your full name and if you have a question. Okay. You're welcome, Jody. If you can find green garnet, that would be specifically good for you. It's harder to find. Red is fine, or garnet color is fine, but there is such a thing as green garnet. It is a little bit more rare, but the guides are saying that's the stone that has your name on it right now. Okay? Okay, Sarah, so let's go to you. Deck to vacuum out all the energy in the deck. And Sarah has a general question about love. So I'm going to say Sarah Poynton, Sarah Poynton, Sarah Poynton. Sorry, I keep freezing up, Sarah. If you could say your full name 3 times, I'm going to say it too. Sarah Poynton, Sarah Poynton, Sarah Poynton. Okay, Sarah. All right. So we have some interesting cards when it comes to love because we see the Knight of Water showing up. And I kind of cringe when I see the Knight of Water just because a lot of people love this knight. He's that charming, romantic, says the right things, smooth talker, very sensitive, sweeps you off your feet type of personality. He could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. He's a water sign for sure. He's coming up in your past. So this is somebody that you could have just kind of ended a relationship with. Or it could be you've just met him. But going back to what I said, that I cringe when I see this knight, because even though they say drop you just as fast, when they figure you out or when they know all about you, they're like the sweet talker, the player, that kind of energy. And sometimes they can be pretty dramatic and emotional, especially if they're the Scorpio of those 3 signs I just mentioned. But moving into the present moment, there's the Wheel card. So there's luck on your side here in terms of love. So I want to tell you that. But I do want you to pay attention to this. Water signs might not just be their sun sign. It could be their moon sign is a water sign, or their rising sign is a water sign. It could be in their natal chart that they have a lot of planets in water. So I don't want you to get too hung up on the sun sign aspect, but if they're the type of person that's very emotionally connected and maybe emotionally out of balance, then chances are you already know this person, and you could have already had a relationship with someone like this where it is coming up in your past position. When I look at the the present moment position, I love this card. I love the wheel card. That being said, the wheel always brings up what's coming from the past. So if you are romanticizing about that perfect partner that's attentive, that's emotionally connected, that is your knight in shining armor, I want you to be a little bit careful, because that's not always what it's chalked up to be. Sometimes those types of relationships are superficial, and they say the person says all the right things, but they don't necessarily have anything behind them. That's just their personality, if that makes sense. Now, I do see in the future, moving into the future, the renewal card. So this is a really good card. It's showing like almost, I don't know if you have a child already. If you do not, there's definitely somebody like with a child that will be coming in, like almost like an insta family. It could be that someone from your past, sorry, I'm just going to turn, my phone is blowing up. I'm turning off my phone. It's distracting me. So many distractions. Okay, so the future card is about confirm, Sarah, if you have a child or not. Can you let me know that? And I'll just wait for you to mention if you have a child or not. Hopefully I haven't frozen. It's showing that I'm still on there, but who knows? So Sarah, if you could just let me know if you have a child. No child. Okay, so this person might have a child already, like a 6-year-old or 7 or something like that. It's further down in the future. It could be the next 20 months would be the maximum time this person might come into your life, or the 20th of the month, which I know is pretty open. I'm feeling like it's within the next 20 months. Are you currently in a relationship right now with like this Knight of Water person? Or that's the other question. I'm trying to understand who the Knight of Water is, if he's from your past, or if it's somebody that you fantasized about from your past, like the sweet talker, the emotionally plugged in person. Like, if you could clarify who this knight is for me, then I will be able to move forward. I'm dating a Pisces. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is good, because this middle card, the wheel card, is ruled by Jupiter, which is the traditional ruler of Pisces. So, and I'll tell you why, because to me, there's like a maturity happening with this person. This renewal card is about a family and looking to the future. Oh, but your ex matches that as well. Okay. That's interesting. So there is a bit of that's in the past, and that's why I needed clarity. So there's some of that energy in the past, but then it's also moving into the future with this current person. But I do see the tie between them, the Jupiter, right? Jupiter is the ruler of Pisces, and this is a lucky card. The wheel card is like super lucky, and it's not in reverse, so that's even luckier. So that means you're going to start moving really quickly. So if you are not with a child, I would be a little bit careful to not get pregnant right now. Moving into the future, if you want kids, then go for it. But if you don't want kids, then I would put the brakes on, just because this card moving into the future is about a family, is about a child with the next 20 months. So you could probably have that child in 20 months, which means right now would be the time you would have a quarantine pregnancy or like conception. So just be careful if that's not what you want for yourself and this current Pisces that you're with. And then the other message is from the past partner you were with, be careful that you're not carrying any of that energy into the future, because when the wheel card shows up in the present, things are gonna move quickly, okay? But it's usually a sign of good things to come, okay? I will be careful. Yes, please be careful if you don't want any. This is a sign of positive changes, okay? And I'm really happy to share that with you, especially given the situation in the world right now, that there are positive changes coming for you. If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling just like nothing could get going, this card indicates things will move quickly in a more positive direction. And that fortune is on your side. So when you ask a question about love, this is a really, to me, auspicious sign that love is moving in a good direction. And then when I see in the future that, you know, this family, I don't know if you could see that. You see, he's holding her. She has the little girl here. They're looking to the future. So yeah, just review and evaluate exactly what direction you want to go in, particularly for the future. Do you like sit down with your current partner and ask, like, do you want to have a family? Ask yourself that question. Like, now is the time to review that, because the wheel card is starting to move. And when the wheel starts moving, nothing's going to stop it. So you just have to make sure all your ducks are in a row. So everything that you have, all of the ducks that you have in a row, follow that direction. So I'm going to check also with this deck as well for Sarah. Let's check for this deck. Hold it. So this card says, ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships. So remember, I actually already said that, where there was a little bit of the old energy coming into your present moment. So definitely you want to cut that out, like just cut the past away. In terms of hurts or old pain or anything at all related to that past relationship that kind of reminds you of this person. I'm going to check one more thing here. Yeah, and it's just funny because this is literally almost the same, different cards, but the same message. The Magician card is very much like Jody's reading, where it said the Manifestation Power card. And this is interesting because if you look at these two cards, so you see here, the wheel has the 4 elements: fire, water, air, and earth. And represents the ability to use those 4 elements out manifestation power. So anyone listening to this today, that this is a message for everyone. When we're feeling powerless, when we don't have power, or, you know, we're stuck at home, we're not allowed to do anything anymore, we're losing our ability to have power. So you can start to believe you're powerless. So I want everyone specifically to hear that message, because it's come up twice now. And I'm just going to check something for you, Sarah, over in the herb deck. Aha. So the guides have for you, Sarah, is you do need to be okay with being alone. And that doesn't mean that, you know, your relationship. Shuffle these decks, and I keep getting the same cards. So there's a Manifestation Power card. So the Hermit card is about, specifically about being okay with being alone, knowing that when you take time alone, you have more of an impact around people. So I'll tell you how that makes sense. The Hermit in traditional tarot wants to get away from society. He wants to escape. So he goes to the hills, to his man cave, and he's holding a light, and he's lighting the way for everyone behind him and giving permission for people to do the same. He's a spiritual leader, but he doesn't recognize his own power. And I feel like this message is specifically for you as well, that you can't like the guides are telling you you're very easy to get along with you in a relationship, and just remember that sometimes you go along with other people. Actually, your choice to go along with time, which is fine. Like I'm similar in a lot of ways. My thing cut out. Sorry, I cut out. I'm similar in a lot of ways in relationships where I'm pretty easy to get along with, but I also recognize I need time to myself to do what I want to do, and I don't necessarily need anyone around me to do that. So just to remember that. And then the last message the guides have for you is to use licorice root right now to calm and balance your make licorice tea or anything like that. It's a very safe herb to use. That's a very safe herb, licorice root. And you can find it at Planet Earth Market or whatever it's called. You can find it at Bloom Institute. They have lots of herbs there. You can just literally just cut pieces off. This damn thing. I don't know if it's frozen or not. I think it's frozen. It looks like it's frozen. Okay, sorry, I froze out again. So licorice root, grab some of that. Really good for calming and removing dampness from the body, Sarah. I hope that that helps you. And so I'm gonna go to Nicole. Nicole, singing acupuncturist. I hope you're still there, Nicole. So if you could put your full name, if you have a question, I'm going to, let's see if you put your full name already. And then I'll get to you, Mel, after Nicole. Hope that was helpful, Sarah. And sorry for freezing out. I know that I don't know how to make live not do that. Okay, Nicole, if you are still here, I will do your reading next. I just need your full name and if you have a specific question. I'm here. Yes, just general. Okay. What is your full name, Nicole? You have to say it 3 times yourself, and I'm going to say it 3 times on my end. Okay, guys, while Nicole is writing. Okay, Nicole Salad. I just wanted to show you my. All right, Nicole, so let's see. So we'll ask Archangel Michael to clear the deck. Nicole, say your name 3 times at home. Yes, your middle name too, please. And I notice when live, it tells me when live freezes, so I always stop what I'm saying so you don't have to worry. I'll just stop, okay? You won't miss anything. So yeah, I need your full name. Okay, so you say it and I'll say it, Nicole. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'll ask Archangel Michael to surround this reading with divine light and love. Nicole Jacqueline Stallard. Nicole Jacqueline Stallard. Nicole Jacqueline Stallard. Okay, Nicole, I don't know what's going on with your ears, but my ears are burning. Since I opened the circle, my ears started like burning a little bit. It's really weird. Okay, so I don't know if you've been crying a little bit and your ears are burning or what. If you're hearing things you don't want to hear, there's something going on around this area. So I am going to ask, oh my gosh, I am going to ask Archangel Michael to vacuum out my ears and my eyes, my third eye, and yours, if that's okay. If you can give me permission to do that, I will help you do that. There's just something going on across here. I don't know if you're not here. So you can let me know. And I'm going to pull some cards and see what's going on. Just a general reading for Nicole. I got hit with a board. So that makes sense. It's like your frontal lobe is kind of pushing down a little bit and in. Where did you get hit? In the back or in the front? I'm sorry you got hit today by a board. That's terrible. There is a lot of full moon things going on today, guys. So I do want to talk about the full moon. It was in my jaw area. Okay, so did your jaw get like pushed up? There's some kind of compression happening. I just feel like my head feels like it's there's something going on. You were building a pond? Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. With your jaw, what I want you to do is it's compressed, okay? And it's definitely creating some situation happening in your ears, pressure in your ears for sure. So you can compress it even more by pushing your jaw up. Water, like a leaf on water, just pull it down. Just let gravity kind of pull it down. You're not really doing anything. It's like a cranial sacral release. And just to let it come out. I wish we weren't in quarantine. I would help you out with that. Or you could do, you're an acupuncturist, you could do stomach 6 would probably help. Maybe stomach 7. There's definitely something around the eyes too, though. So I don't know. Maybe under the eye here. Okay, so let's get to the reading. You can experiment with some needle. Okay. Interesting. So the past card is showing the Emperor in reverse. So there's some instability happening in your past. And the guides are saying that they want you to not, what you consider stable, most people, what you consider unstable is most people's stability. Like you have really high standards for stability. You're really organized. You like to have order. You like to have structure. You like things in a nice, perfect sort of way. So live that life. They would, moving forward, you to see, okay, start to see stability differently. You tend to look for stability externally. And what they want you to know is you bring order. You are a stable person. And a shitstorm going on outside of you, and you can be stable. Like you can have a sense and a feeling of stability. And so they want you to sort of plug into that. Now, in the present moment, I feel like this card in traditional tarot is like a dreamer. It's someone that's looking up and she has all these choices. So look up the 7 of Cups. So it's like all these beautiful choices in the picture in traditional tarot. And she just doesn't know which one to pick. And so nothing like wanting to get a lot of things done. You have so many good ideas. The guides are saying like all your desires and don't really feel productive. But again, you're pretty productive. And the main theme that I'm hearing here, Nicole, is just that you are really critical of yourself. And because you have so many goals that you want to accomplish, you tend to not see what you have accomplished. You've accomplished a lot, and they want you to recognize that and to be like, yeah, I'm doing it, because that's going to move the energy. I think I went off live again. Okay, I froze for a second there. Sorry about that. I was saying it would do you really well if you were to notice more of what you accomplish. But it's mainly because you just have all these great ideas that you want to finish or want to start. And so it never feels like you've really done anything, because there's nothing to worry about, okay? You will have time to finish all of these things that you want to do. They are saying to partner with more people, to network with more people so that you can get more done. Because there's no way, I mean, you can get it all done, but you'll get it all done faster if you make some partnership. Doing something, it's really important to tell yourself that. wow, you accomplished this today. Good job. Don't do it in a sarcastic way either. They are saying you tend to be sarcastic in your mind. It's like, oh, wow, I got this done. Big whoop. I still have this to do. So just really stop that self-critic. Like, you got to put that critic in its place. It's not useful for you right now. And that's actually, that critic is what's keeping you back. If you start to encourage yourself, you'll move forward faster. I love the future card for you, Nicole. It is in reverse, but the star card in reverse does not matter. It's still awesome. It's a card about looking to the future with hope and optimism. Okay, so in traditional tarot, the star card is associated with an Aquarius, okay, with an Aquarius sign. And we're heading into the age of Aquarius right now. That's what all this shitstorm of planets is moving out of the cycle and moving into the age of Aquarius, where things are going to definitely be more equal, more fair, and more liberated. Despite what everybody's feeling right now, things are moving in a more positive direction. And the guides are telling you to make more plans, which is kind of like difficult. You have all these ideas, but what do you want to have accomplished in the next 2 years? I'll wait for the connection to come back on. I think it went out. Okay, we froze again. Yeah, so long-term goal setting. So they want you to think, where do I want to be and what do I want to accomplish in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and break it down and be realistic. Do not set unrealistic goals for yourself, please, because that's going to discourage you and the critic is going to become more prominent because you're not going to be able to accomplish it, and then you're going to be down on yourself about it. I stop every time it freezes, so you didn't miss anything at all. All I was saying was that you need to do some long-term goal planning. So all the ideas you have, break them into 5 years. These ideas and feeling like you can't accomplish anything, just prioritize. And how I do it because I have a lot of ideas as well, is I go towards the idea that gets me the most excited first. Then it's easy. It kind of goes, rather than going towards the idea that's the hardest to accomplish, or there's that goal. So what I do is whatever is easy because it's exciting and my energy already wants to be doing it, so it's a little less effort. And then I accomplish that, move on to the next thing. So what they want you to do, and they're being very, very diligent about this, is like prioritize within years what you want to accomplish and have the knowing that you're going to do it. You're going to do this no matter what, because there's a part of you that doesn't believe all the things you want to accomplish will happen. And that's also what frustrates you and what feeds your inner critic. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I'm going to pull one more card for you, Nicole, together. And if I can help you in any way, it would be super, super honored to do that. So let's see for Nicole. It's about this card is interesting because it came up at the beginning and I didn't really understand what it meant. So they're telling me that you're working with your third eye, you're trying to develop your third eye more. You have really good visual acuity, actually. Especially, they're saying in the dream world, they do want you to work more in the dream world, maybe by using some herbs that will help bring out that part of that dream part of you. I'm trying to remember which herb is really good for dreaming, like lucid dreaming, but I can't remember it right now, but it will come to me. They're saying that a part of you doesn't believe, a part of you is a little bit scared of your intuition. So this card is about, it's safe for you to see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. So they just want you to know that you know, we kind of get socially conditioned to believe that being psychic is scary. You don't want to see dead people. You don't want to hear everywhere. I don't know. Like Hollywood kind of embellishes ghosts, and you know, they make it seem like spirits are all poltergeists and all of that kind of thing. So there is a part of you, and it's not a very big part of you, to be honest, but there is a part of you that is afraid of your own intuition. And that is a little bit of a block for you. And the reason they're bringing it up is because I know you're working on your psychic abilities. And so that's holding you back a little bit in, and you get these messages and you have no idea how you got them, or, you know, sometimes you're woken up by spirit and you're like, oh my God, it's 3 a.m. Can you leave me alone? There's some training you still could use to help with that, but not to be afraid, because you are a healer, and this ability to develop your third eye is really going to help your client base. Okay, so keep working on it, and just know that you're surrounded by love all the time. There's nothing to be afraid of when you're in the light, when you're working in the light, and just to know that, okay? I hope that that helps you. And if Mel is still here, they are saying after you work with people, hi Mel, I'll get to you in just a second. After you work with people and you actually touch them when you're doing acupuncture, there's still some sticky energy from that person sometimes, especially when you really have a connection with them, like you're really overly concerned with them. And they kind of leave a little bit of their energy on you. And so this stone, Healer's Gold, is a really good stone for you to use after. Like, I kind of wash my hands with it with those types of clients. Like, I'll just kind of do this and clear their energy. You can also ask Archangel Michael to cut the cords between you and them. But Healer's Gold is definitely the stone for you to use when you're working with your clients. Okay, so Mel, awesome. You are here. Hope that was helpful, Nicole. And I can't wait to work with you in the future. Okay, Mel, do you have any specific questions? If you have any specific questions, also, if you could put your full name, that would be helpful too. No middle name. Okay, you're open, right? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to close my eyes, get you to close your eyes, Mel. And remember, so I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael to clear the deck, to surround this reading with love and light in all directions of time and space. I'm going to ask for Mel Godin, Melanie Godin, Melanie Godin, Melanie Godin. Ooh. Okay, so Mel. And out. Ooh, lots of light coming in there, Mel. It's nice. Okay. But I had to clear it out. So the first thing I got was the Chariot in reverse. Like, the cards that were falling out, I was just looking at them, and the Chariot in reverse came up. And so I'm gonna assume, I think we talked the last time. Did we talk the last time? Are you in acupuncture? Are you an acupuncture student? I think we talked the last time. Anyways, that Chariot card tells me like that things have come to a halt, because usually the Chariot righted is about moving forward, and specifically in career. Yeah. So I am so sorry you're in school right now and this shitstorm is happening. I think about that a lot, of all the students that have their, I don't know if I know you guys are still online, but I don't know how the whole student clinic thing is going to get sorted. I'm sure it'll get sorted out, but like it's just kind of, it sucks, period. So I pulled 3 cards for you here. So there's that energy. I cleared it out just so I could go deeper for you today. A workout or whatever. You would be almost graduating. Is that right? This summer, are you graduating? I think I worked with you in student clinic. Your face is very familiar. Anyways, so you can let me know on there when you're graduating. Yes, this summer. Okay. Interfering. Is that on your mind a lot? Like, is it interfering? Yes, we cross paths for sure. Okay. Connection is unstable. To know, is this whole situation going to delay your graduation? Is that on your mind or something like that? I'm trying to understand the Chariot in reverse, why it's coming up. So you can just let me know. Yes, okay. All right. Yeah, that is heavy. I'm going to tell you that heavy gave me instant anxiety, like heart pain anxiety before, and that's why I cleared it out so I could do a deeper reading for you. That whole only need to complete practical hours. Got it. Okay. Okay. Saying literally everything for you right now and plans that you might have had. But it's also giving you more time to really be with the process and to practice longer. And I know that isn't really ideal, but at the same in evaluate phase. And I think that that's really good. Hi, Tanya. Thank you for joining. That's really good that you're in this place, because that's us to be in right now. Melanie. So going back to Melanie. So this is the card that's in the present moment. And it looks familiar because I pulled it for another person in the reading. Like I said, this is really interesting that I'm shuffling the deck and I'm getting similar cards for a lot of the people that have joined today, which tells me that collectively the messages for everyone at this time, and for you specifically, Melanie, for place. Ooh, I don't know what I meant for place either. I'm sorry, Melanie. This is the current card I'm talking about. It's basically saying that you're in a good place. That's what I was saying. You're in a good place of reviewing and evaluating literally your whole life. So obviously you're having some time, spending time cleaning out your closets, getting everything in order, throwing things out. A place for you to be in, this reviewing and evaluating things to move forward in the future. When I see this card, it's a renewal card, starting new life. It's a new life card. Really good at focusing your mind and moving towards things that you want to create in your life, setting goals, like really amazing. You really have a powerful mind to set intentions for yourself. And I just have to give you credit for that. And the guides really want you to know that you are a powerful manifester, but the one thing that you lack is a little bit of patience. Like you have to give yourself time for things to catch up. Like you are super powerful, but there's also divine, it's just the divine timing. There is that new beginning that you've wanted. It's coming. It's here in the present moment. Damn, the connection's unstable again. Normally this way, things are moving quickly. It's kind of this way. So this is going to drag on for a little bit, Melanie. I don't want to get your hopes up, but again, they are saying it's just divine timing. You have to trust. So there are going to be some more delays coming up. 8, so I do feel like you'll probably get finished all of your practical hours in August. I don't want to say that because that's maybe not what you want to hear. But the 8th month is why I'm saying that, and it's the 8 of Wands. So it could be the 8th of July as well. I'll cross my fingers for you there. But right now it's looking more like you'll probably be working on those hours to graduate, or just the month of August. So I'm going to pull another couple cards for you, Melanie. Are you sure you don't have any questions specifically? I'm happy to answer any specific questions. Okay, I'm sorry to laugh, but this card literally says delays or changes to plans. There you have it. So like I said at the beginning, the Chariot card in reverse always is about delays. It's always about, especially pertaining to career. And there's no maneuvering around that. So you do have other projects they're saying that they want you to continue to work on and to see how valuable they are in giving you this time and space. The universe is giving a lot of us time and space to get projects that we've wanted to get done for a really long time, but we just didn't have the time to do it. And now you do have the time to do it. So any little thing that you want to get caught up on anyways, so this is good. And you're not totally out of the loop with what you're doing. You're still working on things. So I'm just going to check with this other deck as well and see if there's anything I missed for you. Okay, this is crazy. Everyone saw me just shuffling, and look, third eye chakra. So you also, like Nicole, are working on your intuition, except this time it means something different. It means more that it's more of an acknowledgement that you're doing the work, and that, you know, opening your third eye, you've kind of smashed through those fears. And what they're telling you now is to trust yourself more, trust what you're seeing, trust that if you need the signs, they're going to be presented to you, that you have that ability to trust the guidance you're getting. There's a little bit of doubt when you are working with your intuition still. And the other thing they're saying is right now, when you have this amount of stress, collective stress, it tends to interfere with our intuition. It can, doesn't have to, but it can. And that's what this message for you, it is the same card as Nicole, but it means something totally different, where you are picking up on the energy around you, and it might not necessarily be your own truth. So, but they are picking up on the energy all around. They're just getting caught in reading the energy, not. I think I just went out again. Yeah, so sorry I froze out again, Melanie. What I was saying was that your intuition is getting a little bit skewed, but it doesn't mean you have to be afraid of being empathic. I think I talked about this last time, and I am going to do a specific video. There's a deeper level to continue to go towards. Oh, I keep losing my connection. Okay, froze again. Here I am. I'm back. So what I was saying is just right now, your intuition is bang on. You are reading the energy around you, but the deeper truth is beyond what other people are feeling right now. There's a lot of fear in the collective energy. So it's very, very easy for an empath or a psychic, or even using your third eye, to get caught in that fear mongering and fear energy. So I'll give you an example. They're bringing up an example. And they wrote that they had, I'm not going to say what they wrote because then people will know who it is, but basically they were saying something about the coronavirus and what if this, and I saw this vision, and what if it's this, and what if it leads to their intuition. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get you to understand, the difference between reading someone's energy. So when I start a reading, I'll feel if someone's anxious. I'll actually feel anxious myself. Or like when I was doing Nicole's reading, I felt like there was something going on with my ear. She got hit in the jaw, and I felt like there was something here. But that's the feeling in her body. That's not necessarily the divine truth of, there's a deeper truth, I guess. So with this third eye card, they're asking you and inviting you to go deeper within yourself to clear out some of that anxiety, and to also to clear out the energy that you're picking up from other people, so that you're rooted down into the divine. You're connected to the divine, not the energy source outside of you, which is the collective. Okay? I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I am going to give you one other card, Melanie. And it's from the Herbal Tarot. So it's one of my favorite decks. Ooh, I love this card. It's the Queen of Cups. And it's also about Lady's Mantle. That is the herb they want you to connect with. Lady's Mantle. Okay? And so the Queen of Cups is about someone who's very connected emotionally. So it could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Now, this could be a woman in your life, an older woman. They might not have those signs as their sun sign, but it could just be that they have that warmth about them, that nurturing about them. And they are telling me in your chart. I don't have your natal chart, but they are showing me a lot of your planets are in water. And so right now, you want to make sure that you stay balanced. This Queen is showing up as balanced, which is really good. So I don't know if you have an older woman in your life that is very connected emotionally, but always balanced. Because this Queen upside down, you'll know her. She's like a just emotionally abusive. That or defined that when you're feeling like everything's kind of swirling around, kind of like a whirlwind, or like you know how when the water goes down the drain, it has that into the strength that you have. Especially they're saying you have a lot of emotional strength, like you're able to carry a lot of other people's emotions and start your career and do what you got to do, have everything in a row and have it all sorted out. But right now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be and doing what you have to do. There's some loose ends you have to tie up. And they keep showing me you writing some kind of literature or some kind of a book, or maybe it's a blog or something like that. Like that's an herb, to look into that herb. So I hope that was helpful for you. I think that I got everybody. It's 6:30 right now, and I just have a couple of things I have to do online tonight. So I just want to remind everybody about my new monthly astrology group. It's the last Sunday of every month. And it's with myself and Emma Boardman, who's an absolutely amazing astrologer. And I think it's like April 26th is the next session. And we're going to be talking about it. The title of the event is What the Fuck is going to Affect You? But I'll be putting together a presentation for that where we kind of explain the different cycles happening right now, like with Jupiter and Pluto and Saturn and Mars and everything else going on in the sky. Right now, we have a Libra full moon. So today's a really great day to let some things go. This moon specifically shines a light on anything related to relationships, injustice, equality, fairness within those relationships. And also you might find yourself feeling a little bit more love coming in your heart center, and that might be a little uncomfortable right now, but that is because also Venus, which rules Libra, it just came into Gemini. So there's a little bit of more lighter, playful energy coming in, which is awesome. That degree that Venus is in Gemini, I think it's 3 or 4 degrees now, is around the Pleiadian star system, which is pretty awesome because they are also about love and bringing love in. And some people believe that they are protecting the earth. So just keep that in mind, especially when you go into fear about everything going on. But yeah, so join me if you can for those monthly astrological meetup groups. I'm hoping a webinar of basic astrology. I think I'm losing connection again. Yeah, I think I froze again. So I'm going to cards for everyone that's left here. Thank you for joining me. I'm so sorry for this technical shitstorm. I don't know how to get it any better than it is. We're in the group. Sorry. Melanie, if you're still here, jade. They're saying jade would be a really good stone for you. This is nephrite jade. But there's all kinds of jade. It would be a really, really good stone for you right now. So let's clear the deck and we'll just ask whoever's left over. Reading for whoever is left over. For your heart. Yeah. So what, like a personal one for you, your body, it helps to bring out any kind of trapped emotional trauma in the cells. So, or you can just get a cute little puppy like this. This puppy will also help you. Oh, yes. Okay. So, all right, so let's see, clearing the deck. Anyone left over? You get to see my dog. Hello, this is Tulip, but we call her Tutu. And she's been here the whole time. Okay, everybody, so I'm gonna pull a card for everybody left over. Oh, nice. What kind of dog do you have, Melanie? This is the Boston. She's my baby. Does not leave my side. Okay. I love it. This is the 3 of Earth or the 3 of Pentacles. So this card is all about working on your craft and being a team player. It's really hard to be a team player right now because we're kind of isolated. But this is about just really loving what you're doing and spending your time just really getting involved in what you're doing. So the guides are showing me when I used to have a painting studio, when I went to art school, and I had been doing these really large scale paintings, like they were bigger than I am, like 6 feet by 8 feet paintings. And I was right into the painting, like literally my whole body was into the painting. And I was so involved, like every part of me was involved, my mind, my physical body. And I would just loved every minute of it. It was so, time would just like disappear. And that's the space they want you to get in with whatever project you're working on right now. It's a sign that you're in the right side of the brain, which is the intuitive side, which it doesn't have a sense of time. And you'll know you're in this side of the brain. Mass fear-mongering going around and the reality of COVID-19 that's very stressful. It's very important to try to preoccupy your mind and put yourself in a good space, in a space where you can create a better future, not only for yourself, but for other people in the world. So you start to use your imagination and the reality and the facts that are presented all around us, all the people here that have come today and in the future that watch this, use your creative power for the collective good. This card is about getting involved and invested in what you're doing so much that it's just pure joy you're putting out into the world. And you're creating artworks, or you're creating manifestos or whatever. We need that right now. We really need that right now. More of that right now. So if you're a singer, Nicole, sing your heart out, put your songs out, put your music out there. If you are an artist, make your paintings, create something beautiful during this time and share it with people, share poetry, share whatever you can, but be in that space where you're just in pure joy, okay? Not art therapy where you're managing your emotions using art. That's not the energy they want you. As much as it feels like we have no power right now, we do. And if more of us do this, if more of us dream for a better life for everyone, if more astrology workshops, and I will be live again next month, maybe at the end of this month for another the new moon. We shall see. Oh, thanks for the heart. Thank you so much for being patient and for sticking around with me through this live technological crazy YouTube messages. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I hope that you all have a good day, and message me, let me know if you need anything. And there was a couple, I think I got everybody that